patron of children, and since you're freshmen, you're the closest thing we got. So I made a big batch of caramel corn last night as a treat, and I thought, well, I'll take the freshman religion. Why not? So, St. Nicholas was lived in the 4th century. He was a bishop of Myra in Turkey, and was actually present at the Council of Nicaea, in which the church affirmed the divinity of Jesus, that he was truly God and truly human. He was particularly well known for his kindness to the poor, and the story of leaving stuff in your stocking comes from the story of him helping a man who had 3 daughters, and they were going to have to be sold into slavery, and so he threw bags of gold down the chimney, and that way that they'd have money for a dowry, and then they would not have to be sold into slavery. Well, those 3 bags of gold were turned into his symbol in art, 3 gold like this. But it's the reason why. How many of you ever got an orange in your stocking? Did you ever get an orange in your stocking? That's an old-fashioned tradition. If you get an orange in your stocking, it was symbolic of the gold coins. Or did you get chocolate coins ever? Okay, that's why. Is because the idea of St. Nicholas sending bags of gold down the chimney to help this family out. He's also the patron saint of sailors and, surprisingly, pawnbrokers. The reason for that is that there was a group in the 14th century under the patronage of St. Nicholas. They were Franciscans, and they gave out microloans to poor families. And eventually that turned into the pawn industry, which we don't think is a positive thing today, but back then that was a way that families could keep it, and make ends meet. So anyway, he became the patron saint of children, and in most countries, not in the United States, but in most countries, St. Nicholas is in fact the patron saint of children, and they get gifts on this day rather than on Christmas Day, or their big day is today, and then Christmas they get kind of smaller gifts. And I think it's a really good tradition. I know of some families, some Christian families, Catholic families, that whatever big present a child is going to get, they get on the feast of St. Nicholas. The computer, the bike, whatever. The big present they get on the feast of St. Nicholas. So then on Christmas Day, it's not about the toys, it's about Jesus. So I think that's a really good tradition for us to be thinking